We're going to ease ourselves into our practice this morning. The days are getting warmer, so we don't need to be heading straight into that faster pace of our practice to warm up. So let's rest for a moment in Shavasana. Just close your eyes, just let the feet, the arms, just feel heavy. And as you rest here, we're just going to take a moment for gratitude. So maybe this is something that comes very easy to you, particularly if you journal gratitude, or maybe it's something that you don't give much thought to. So as we inhale and exhale with that breath awareness, let's just bring to our mind's eye something that we are truly grateful for. So if we journal, we always write, I am truly happy and grateful for, whatever that may be. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So you choose your gratitude now. And your gratitude can also be something that you are working towards. So maybe if you have a goal in mind, you also use your gratitude for that visualization. So maybe if it was a new job, I'm truly happy and grateful for, I work in that new position, always in the present tense. Let's draw our legs together and take our arms up overhead and take a full body stretch. So just send the whole body long. Link your fingers together and place your hands underneath your head, elbows resting on the ground. And let's take a walk with our both legs over to the right. And then cross the left leg over the right leg once you're there. We then take that walk with the head and the arms like we're drawing our right elbow down towards our right foot. So just creating that semi-C with the body. And this is going to give us that check-in with that left hip. Quite nice just to keep the eyes closed and just allow your breath to travel through that left side. In your practice today, just allow you to take that pause, to take that check-in with how you feel. Often we can be whizzing through day-to-day life with little awareness. Let's come back to centre, head and arms and the legs. And then take that walk over to the left side, just shuffling the feet as far as you can. And then once you're there, you just cross that right foot over the left. We take that walk with the head and the arms, drawing the left elbow down towards the left heel or left foot. Checking in with how the right side feels. Coming back to centre, and when you're ready, just bringing your arms down alongside you. Let's take a bend into both legs. Have a little bit of distance in the feet. Relaxing the arms long beside you. Just tucking in the tailbone slightly, so just that slight curve of the pelvis. You're pushing your lower back into your mat. Let's inhale and come up into bridge pose, holding here. Keeping the chin tucked in. Gaze down towards the belly or just close the eyes. And then as you exhale, just take that roll of the spine back down. This time as you inhale, bring the arms up with the hips, inhaling up. Send the arms all the way to the ground behind you, holding the hips high, pushing into your heels. And then come up onto the toes of the right foot. So you can feel that into the calf muscle, right side. Drop the right heel down and do the same with the left. Just pushing the left toes into your mat. And drop down. Take your exhale, rolling spine, arms back down slowly to your mat. Draw the knees into the chest, holding the knees with the hands, squeezing in. And then just draw a circle, holding onto your knees. So you just roll into your lower back. Again, just taking that mindful movement. And then roll the opposite way. Take that squeeze of the knees again. Draw your knees towards your shoulders and then just reach forward for your feet, holding the outer edge of the feet in Happy Baby. Maybe send your right leg long if that feels comfortable. You can always hold the back of the leg. Draw that right foot in. Let's do the same with the left side. Like you're kicking into your left hand, left leg long. And then draw both feet back in, knees out, and then send the heels up to the ceiling. Full Happy Baby pose. Should feel quite nice on your lower back. So let's be mindful to check in with our whole body today. Top of the head to the tips of the toes, our emotions, our thoughts, just recentering everything. So we leave our practice feeling the best that we can. Let's draw the knees back in, take a roll side to side this time. Rolling one way and the other. Roll onto one side. And then we're going to slowly make our way up. So we're coming into table when you're ready. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, spread the fingers wide. And let's stretch along with the right arm and left leg. Keep the gaze down to your mat. Either holding here or kicking back and taking hold of your left foot. Release. Drop that hand back down, knee back down. Recenter so you feel balanced, and then take that left arm long, right leg long. Stretching and reaching. You have that option kicking back, holding on to that right foot. And releasing down to your mat. Walk the hands towards the top of your mat. We're going to keep the bottom high, but you reach towards the top of your mat and you drop your forehead down. It's sometimes called puppy pose. Should have done it yesterday with Darren and Mia. So forehead to the mat, stretching arms long. Really nice into the arms, the shoulders, the chest. Just breathe into any tightness that you may be feeling and just see if you can soften. Letting go of any gripping, any holding. Take that walk back up into your table. We're going to reach long with that right arm, stretch it up. And then exhale, thread it through the left. Right ear goes down to our mat. And this time we're going to stretch our left arm up towards the top of our mat again. So right ear is down, left arm is long. Just let the toes soften. Little check in with that right shoulder. Draw that left hand in, come back to your table. So we're going to do the other side. So let's reach long with that left arm. We turn and look at the left hand, and then we drop down, thread it through the right, left ear down onto the mat. Send your right hand forwards. You're reaching towards the top of the mat. No gripping with the fingers, just let them be soft. Checking in that that breath is lovely and long. Breathing with ease. Bring that right hand back in, back to your table. So let's shift hands slightly forward now. We're going to do our rotation. So just close your eyes. Just again, move through the body. Take that check in, roll around. Sometimes there's that clicking and releasing. In yoga, we sometimes call that the inner winds. So it's like this stagnation that gets caught in the body. And when we move and we practice, that stagnation is able to release. So quite often we feel more like that in the mornings. We get up and out of bed. The body clicks away, just releasing that stagnation of sleep. So let's reverse, move the opposite way. We want to be flexible like the branches of the tree, moving with ease. If we don't move, our bodies get stiff. The less we move, the more we're able to do. Sit back here towards your heels and drop your forehead down into that lovely child's pose. When you're ready, let's come to down dog. Push back. You're going to look towards the hands and step forward with the right foot. Drop your left knee down. You will need your yoga block. So right foot is forward, left knee is down. We come up. We're going to bring our hands onto our knee. Just grab your block for your right hand. So we bring our hand onto our block. We reach up with the left arm and we take it over towards our right side. So we're taking that side stretch. And we're here, reaching over to that right side. Again, just take it as far as feels comfortable for you. Release. Leave your block where it is. Bring your hand either side of that right foot. Untuck the toes of the left. Step back into your down dog. Push back, take a walk, whatever you need here. Gaze comes forward, left foot forward, right knee down. Coming up into that low lunge for the other side. Block is on the left side now, left hand. Inhale, right arm up. Take that over to your left side. Releasing. Framing that left foot, untuck toes of the right, step back into your down dog, push back. As you inhale, hover the knees above your mat. As you exhale, push back into that down dog. Inhale, drop and hover the knees. Exhale, push back. One more here, drop, hover the knees. Exhale, push back. Take your walk forwards to the top of your mat, bring your feet together once you're there, fold over both legs. Inhale, roll up, pushing the spine up to the ceiling. Arms go long, reaching up. Hold on to your left wrist, head right. Come back to center. Hold on to the right wrist, head left. Coming back to center, release the arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, heart center. Coming back to your sense of gratitude. So bringing that gratitude into your practice. Maybe it's gratitude for your body this morning. Moving through your practice with ease. Taking one more breath here. Inhale, reach long, look up at the hands. Exhale, fold. Inhale, take a long spine here. Step back into your plank pose and hold. Roll onto your left hand, send your right arm long. Drop your right hand down. Roll onto your right hand, send your left arm long. Remember, you can always drop your lower knee down. Drop your left hand to your mat, come back into your plank. Drop your hips down, stay on your toes, up dog. Push back into your down dog. Heels down. Inhale, roll forward onto the toes. Relax the shoulders, up dog. Exhale, push back. Downward dog. Roll forwards into plank pose. Bend at your elbows, lower down to your mat. Roll into your cobra. Peel the shoulders back. And exhale, child's pose, sit back. Inhale all of the way in, take that sigh out and let it all go. Coming up to your down dog when you're ready. Pushing back. Send that gaze forward towards the hand, step forward, right foot. We're going to plant the back foot down for warrior one. Bend in to that right side. Take an open into warrior two, so just shift that back foot. Right leg long, right leg bent, left leg long. Reach with the right hand, drop it down towards your mat or your block. Send that left arm long. Both hands inside edge of that right foot. Roll onto the toes of your left. Keep your left hand down. Send your right arm long, reaching and twisting towards your right knee. Frame your right foot. Step it back to your plank. Bend at the elbows, lower down to your mat. Roll into your cobra, peel the shoulders back. Exhale, child's pose, sit back. Take that inhale in, that long sigh out. One more inhale in. And sigh it out. Finding your down dog when you're ready. Push back. Gazing to the hands, left foot forward, right foot down. Warrior one when you're ready. Let's open. Warrior two, just shuffle that back leg back. Bend into that left knee. Let's reach with that left hand down to the mat, down to the block. Right arm long. Gaze down to your mat, both hands come down. Let's turn onto the toes of the right foot. Right hand down, left arm twists up. Push back into that right heel. Frame your left foot, step back into your plank. Hold here. Staying on the left hand, let's bring the right arm up. Remember, we can drop that bottom knee if we need. Plant that right hand down, left arm up. Coming back onto that left hand into your plank. Bend at the elbows, lower down to your mat. Bring your toes together, legs together too. Send the hands behind you, link your fingers behind your back. Pull the arms down the back, palms come together. Inhale, bring up the chin, the chest, and maybe the legs too. Keeping the feet together if you bring them up. Strengthening the whole of the back. Coming up a little higher, squeeze those shoulder blades. Exhale, lower all of the way back down. Release those arms for a moment. Send your right arm out in line with your right shoulder. Left arm pushes you onto your right hip, right ear down. And then maybe taking that left leg back as you twist through the spine and get that lovely stretch in the right shoulder. Make sure that left foot is to the ground. If it feels too strong, taking that left leg back, you can always stack your legs. Make sure that right palm is facing down in line with your right shoulder. Close the eyes. Roll back to center. Draw that right hand in. Send your left arm out. Palm facing down. That right hand is pushing you onto your left hip. Maybe you're taking that right leg back. Some great pose for releasing those inner winds of the spine. Like you're wringing out a sponge, twisting through each vertebrae. Take a roll back to center. Kick back the legs. Take hold of each ankle. If you're finishing your practice here, come into child's pose. And we start to draw up the chin, the chest, Maybe the thighs in elbow pose. Squeezing up again, strengthening the back of our body. And a lovely one to massage the internal organs. As long as we haven't just eaten our breakfast, which I don't think we have. As you inhale and exhale, just let that movement bring you up and down through the abdomen. Take 2 more breaths. And 1 more. As you exhale, lower all of the way down to your mat. Release the arms, release the legs. Have some distance in the feet now as you inhale, roll away from your mat, coming up from the mat with the arms, the legs, the chin, the chest, peeling back like your mat is hot to touch. And as you exhale, roll all of the way back down. Bring your hands under your shoulders, push up into that child's pose and sit back. Forehead down to your mat. Taking 1 more breath. Rolling up into table. And we're going to shift back with our right leg. Send it back. Draw the knee in towards the nose, so you squeeze it in. And you exhale long. You inhale, you draw in. You exhale long. Let's do that again. Inhale. Exhale. Draw the nose to the knee 1 last time and hold. And then send your knee towards your hands, big toe side of the mat, and walk your left leg back. Once there, come up onto your fingertips. Maybe link your fingers behind your back and pull back the arms. Just finding balance in your pose. And then release the arms. Take that walk down your mat. You can always cross the arms, stack in the head. You can grab your block, your blanket. Make sure that head is supported. Right heel goes towards your left hip. Relax the toes. Resting in Kakutasana, pigeon pose. Coming up and framing that right knee. Untucking the toes of the left foot, step back into your down dog. Take that movement whatever you need. Legs long, arms long. And then dropping the knees back down so you come back into your table. We're going to send our left leg long this time. We draw knee to nose, squeeze in, and we exhale, leg long. Inhale, squeeze in, tucking that chin in. Exhale, leg long, gaze up. And let's do that one more time. Inhale, squeezing in. Exhale, long. We take that squeeze in. We drop that knee down towards our hands as we turn the big toe to the side of our mat and we walk our right leg back. We come up onto our hands, our fingertips, heel those shoulders back and down, and then maybe we take hold of that foot, we choose. Release, take hold of the hands, peel them back, down your back. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. And release, take that walk down your mat. Leave the arms long or bending the arms to support your head. Making any adjustments so you can just be still. Taking one more breath. Framing as you come up that left knee. Tucking the toes of the right, last down dog, step back. Either step or jump the feet to the hands and sit down. We're going to be taking our legs wide. Do grab your bolster if you have one, it can be your block as well. So just have it to hand. So taking legs wide to start. We're going to turn towards our right foot, and I want you to reach with your right hand, or it can be your block. Actually, don't turn, sorry, just stay forward. Reach with your right hand or bring your elbow onto your block, because we want to open. So open with that left arm. Start to send the chest high, looking up at that left hand. Reach that hand up towards the ceiling. You can always have that support for the right arm. My elbow's on my block. And this time we're going to take that left hand around our lower back. Maybe our left hand goes onto our right hip as we pull that left shoulder back a little more. So make sure that left glute is not lifting up. If it's difficult to get that left hand to the thigh, you just bring it to your lower back. The idea is you pull that left shoulder open. And you can turn your gaze towards that left shoulder. If there's any discomfort in the neck, just keep your head neutral. We are going to hold. We want to release that tension. So we want to delve deeper into those connective tissues, uncovering those layers. And of course you're listening to your body, so if you need to release sooner, then you do so. We slowly bring ourselves back up, releasing both hands. We start to reach towards our left foot, maybe that block is to that side, to rest our elbow down. Hands reach towards the toes or maybe onto that leg. And then we turn, so as you open with that arm, really try and turn the body. Send that right hand up. Reach that right hand up towards the ceiling. If you're turning the chest towards the hand. And then start to take that right hand around your lower back, maybe onto your left thigh. Pull that right shoulder back even more. Either looking up or adjusting so that neck is comfortable. Breathe all of the way in. Don't let that breath be shallow. And very slowly release out. So if you've got your bolster, bring it towards you. It can also be your block or some pillows. Bring it as close to you as you can take it, and then we're just going to take a walk towards our bolster. We might need to stack our head on our hands. We might need our block for our head. Might be our elbows on our bolster supporting our head. Don't worry if you haven't got your bolster, you just take that walk forwards. You can be resting on your hands. And just push into your heels a little so your toes are pointing upwards. And you can feel that length in the back of the legs and the inner legs. If you can't feel it, take your legs wider. And back to the sensation of your breath. And letting your breath travel to any points of tension. Your body can be storing something that happened yesterday, not just maybe through physical form of exercise, but emotionally as well. It can be storing something from last week, last month, last year. Very slowly take that roll back up. If you have your bolster, bring your feet on top of your bolster. If not, just bring your feet together. Doesn't matter. It can be on top of a pillow. And just wrap your fingers around your toes. And we just start to draw ourselves down towards our heels. So if you have your feet on a bolster, you're going to feel it a little bit more in your lower back rather than the hips. So if it's your hips that need it, just shift away that bolster. A few more breaths here. Very slowly release out. Shift that bolster away. If you have a yoga block, keep it close by. So we're going to come round and come onto our backs. Just keep your bolster and just have your strap. You have a belt as well. We're going to lie back. So coming onto your back. Take a bend back into your legs. Feet on the floor. We're going to push up into our bridge pose and slide our block under our lower back. It can also be a rolled pillow, blanket. So once you have your block there, you want it lower back, top of the glutes, rest down onto it. Make any adjustments, make sure it feels comfortable. And then we're going to send our legs long. So we work into that hip joint. Now you're going to decide, does it feel good to have a bend in the arms, cactus arms, or does it feel good to reach the arms long? You're going to choose what one you prefer. And once you're there, just let your eyes close. Taking your inhale and exhale, just seeing if you can sink into that support a little further. Awakening that Kundalini energy at the base of the spine, allowing this area to flow freely. So we feel balanced, we feel more in control, firing up that inner power. Taking one more breath here. And then taking that bend back into the legs. Pushing back into your bridge, removing your block. Very slowly lowering all of the way back down. Draw the knees into the chest. Send the heels up to the ceiling, arms alongside you, palms down. We're going to start to lower the heels towards our mat. If we've any lower back problems, we bring the knees into the chest and then send them out. We're hovering the heels above our mat. We bring up the head, we bring up the arms, we hold. So firing and engaging the core. Two more breaths. Bring the head down, bring the knees in towards your chest, squeeze them in, and drop the feet down to your mat. Little bit of distance in the knees. Maybe cactus the arms or send the arms away from the body as you drop your knees over to your right side. You can pick up your right heel on the outer edge of that left knee, delving a little deeper. Close the eyes. Release that side, roll back to center. Let the knees fall over to the left. Maybe picking up that heel, outer edge, right knee. When you're ready, come back to center. And take rest in Shavasana if you want your bolster under your knees, if you want any support at all, just take it. So lying down in that comfortable position. Closing the eyes. And just being aware of your body now at the end of your practice. Does it feel any different? Maybe this practice was just what you needed today, just to slow down. Enjoying this last moment now of stillness. When you feel ready, just bring the knees back into the chest or take that full body stretch. Just awakening from Shavasana. Rolling over to one side. And slowly coming up to seated. Bring your hands back to your heart center. Once again, bring gratitude to the end of your practice now, letting that gratitude filter into your day. I am truly happy and grateful for. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's bow to Namaste. Namaste. Thank you, everyone.